Welcome back to YC. Are you tired of the same old social media? Isn't it time to adopt something closer to how we interact as a society? Jeff Gentile is here with us to tell about his app that he created. Jeff, thank you so much for being here with us.
Absolutely. I appreciate the time. Thanks for having me.
We've heard great things about this app. So first of all, tell us how we say it, because I'm sure everyone's going to say it totally differently.
Absolutely. Yes, it's Grollow, like group follow.
Grollower.
So if you think the word follow, group follow, it's Grollow.
Grollow.
Yep.
How does one even come up with an app? And then, I mean, you know, kind of changing the way we think about social media.
Sure, absolutely. So it's kind of funny how this one came about. I am a sports nerd.
Love it.
I was watching the NFL draft,
Yep.
and it was one of those moments of there's got to be a better way.
Right.
And I wanted to follow a couple draft analysts, and the entire time, as I'm trying to follow them and hear their conversation, all I kept hearing was all the noise from all the other fans who were asking them about my team and this team and everything. And all I wanted to know was who was going to be drafted next and what was their thinking, and I just wanted to follow their conversation. All the while, you knew they had a group text going on the side talking about it.
Right.
So I knew that there had to be a way to do that. And I'm an avid Twitter user, but I like to follow a lot of people on Twitter. So I don't tweet out, I just wanted to follow them.
Right.
So I'm like, there's the group, I want to follow them. Let's come up with something.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love
Group
stories when there's
follow.
like a problem and you like, let me come up with the solution for this. And obviously it has that sports catalyst, but what other areas can it be used for?
So many. There, if you think about all the different people out there that have group texts or have messages to get out to their audience, you know, it could be schools, could be even churches that have multi-campuses. And how many campuses that are out there that need to share that one message and get it out to their audience. This is their way that they can talk to them. Because the nice thing about it that it also does is it actually quiets the room also. So if the group is talking, then all the Grollowers, as we're calling them, the flies on the wall, if you will, they all follow in that group and talking to each other, but they never interact directly with the group. This way, if you just wanted to follow along and listen to the group, you can. If you want to talk to everybody else following that group, you can all talk to each other.
So Megan, what he's saying is we need to become Growlowers.
That's right.
We need to have a YC Growler.
I know you have a group text on the side, I'm sure.
We do,
see?
several.
Absolutely, that's right. And
I know, well, people are going to be able to see it because I don't know if ours is appropriate for like...
Yeah, who gets to see this?
That's true. Well, it's just like Twitter as well. It would be vanilla. Obviously, you want people to be careful what they're saying and everything because it is public, right?
Yeah.
But you still have enough information to share. There may be a product that you're talking about that people want to hear about. There may be a certain burger place around the corner that they want to hear about.
That I'm ready to eat lunch at.
Absolutely.
So when you get it, you would first off download the app.
That's right.
And then do you like just kind of punch in things like, you know, basketball, women's sport, I mean, do you
topics.
put like topics?
Great question. So we just have recently launched. So when you go in there right now, it is very much in a beta-like phase to where we are really just trying to develop what it's going to be. And so we have different groups that are in there with RSS feeds right now that you can follow. We have a couple other groups that we created along the way that I was using and we were using kind of as examples. And so if you go in there and you join one of these RSS feeds, right now we have it split up into news, politics, technology, a couple other ones that are in there as well. And so we have it set up to where you follow those groups and you can talk to other people following those news sources right now. So we really are just trying to push that major, you know, that push out there to get people use it, just kind of increase our daily active user rate.
And what I really love about being involved with something at the beta phase is that you kind of get to, you know, add your own feel to it to say, well, I think it should have this. You get to say, you know, that feedback
like
of things that would be good for it.
Exactly, absolutely. And that's the one thing too that we're looking for right now is that really one catalyst group to come on board, bring their followers, bring all of their audience with them. So maybe we can all talk about that as well. You know, and so then this way we have that launching pad where you can then help be a part of the movement of it and change what it can be. And that's probably what excites me the most is with any social media platform that you think about today, it all started as X and then the users got a hold of it and brought it to something completely different. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Who thought TikTok was going to be what it is right now? It's crazy.
Jeff, this is amazing. So again, people can go ahead and download this app right now?
Yep. We're in both the Google Play Store and the App Store.
In the App
Very
Store.
easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's be following, and then you can say, I first heard about that right on YC.
Exactly.
It's like the new hotness.
Right.
So,
That's right. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Kathy has the full article on livingupstatesc.com if you want to read more about that.